What is good, guys? Charles here with a post-commentary testing video, and today, man, we're rocking Mermail versus White Force Azamina. This is just a testing video. The boys came over, we were running some rounds, and I ended up winning the die roll here. My dice was rolling pretty good at all of our testing, so I started with Prince. We go Prince effect, descend here. I know for a fact, like, I was struggling. I kind of like hyper tunnel vision the line to play around Droll more so than I do the minstrel line, and like truly, so like the day, so like this was recorded Friday. Saturday, I ended up going and just got my fish got cooked, man, like deep fried and sizzled, and it was because I kept hyper focusing on that the Droll line to play through Droll, and I kept getting bodied by hand traps that I could have easily ripped out of the hand. So like here we go minstrel, go and look at the hand, and we're just gonna smite the nib here, and then like we're full setup to like hand rip him and stuff like that. So he just goes ahead and he knows the writing on the wall and stuff like that. So, and I'm just trying to tell him, like, you know, there's a slight chance you could potentially play through it, but like I was like, probably, you know, like just from my inexperience with the deck, like you could probably play through it. But anyway, we're going on to game number 2, and the White Force Azamina get to start here. And let's see what happens here. So draw phase, I throw down the Perilia. Perilia is really good in this matchup. But you can get at least like 3 or 4 draws, 5 draws maybe. Let's see here, the normal summon, the Witch, the Azette, the new Azette. So like 4 draws off the Perilia, which is kind of wild. So anyway, he's contemplating here his lines of play. I know that he starts out with normal summon to Sylvie. With the White Force is going to give him any spell and trap. I contemplate hitting that because I know like you can potentially interact with it. So I just throw Imperm at it to keep him off of pretty much Tails, because I think Tails is like a 1 of in the deck. So you have the Wanted here. Wanted's going to grab Witch, and to me this is okay because this will give me another draw. And right here, I know he's playing the Fiendsmith package, as you saw from like game 1. I despise Fiendsmith, dude. Like Fiendsmith has had such a bad taste in my mouth since like they delayed a ban list to push it for Nats last year, and I've just not been a big fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of it. Has like no restrictions, and I'm not a big fan of like decks being able to like always fall back on it, and it's just like it's just insane. But he goes Deception. I throw Ash here, so like right here he's got 2 hands. Looks like he has a oh, it looks like he hard open Tails, so that's awesome. So I don't know if Tails is like a 1 or 2 of. I know in like the old White Force builds it was a 1 of, because it's kind of like a weaker Rhoda. So if he just happened to open it here, like, good for him. So he goes Azette, send to go. This card is actually pretty wild. Azette to go ahead and send and add the new Azamina Azette. So this card is actually insane because it just kind of like blends White Force and Azamina together. So it like kind of makes them like one full deck, which is awesome. So he's going to reveal the Azette to summon it. I'm going to impulse this, and since I have a trap, I destroy it. And then this is where like he has tracked, and then this is where it's just off to the races with the Fiendsmith stuff. And arguably, he didn't even need to have tracked there. He has 2 bodies on the field. He had gone into Moon, into Requiem, and then still, like, probably done like the Fiendsmith stuff here. This is a cool thing that I definitely miss, is the Banish the Wanted to draw a card to go ahead and get himself a fresh draw. That Wanted should be banished, but again, it's just testing, you know what I mean? It's just there. He goes into Requiem right here. So he's played through everything. Literally, the only thing I could potentially get is another Ash, but he's literally played through 3 hand traps. And the Fiendsmith package is just going to carry him the rest of the way here. Even though, like, even looking at it, like, he could have, even without the Fiendsmith, he could get up into, I think, this line. Right here. He could have got up here into pretty much the Diabell Star. Or Diabell, the White Force Synchro, in which we had a Book of Moon. But just because, like, the Fiendsmith, he has access to that, he's going to probably be able to push into, like, a Desiree. Which, again, like, I'm not even going to complain. Because, like, it's just like a broken record. This engine is needed addressed. It actually wouldn't surprise me if they actually didn't address this engine at all, to be honest with you. But, like, it's an engine that is definitely needed to be addressed for a while. It's just kind of crazy how, like, even, like, the top decks, like, so, like, in this, like a slower tier deck, like, it's good because it provides a lot of stuff. But then you have, like, the higher decks, like Malice, Ryzeal, being able to abuse it. Even though I think Ryzeal, Fiendsmith has fallen off, and it's gone more so to Mitsurugi, more so to the Pure line. But we're going to see the D-Bell touchdown here. And she's insane, too. I think we were talking about this because I actually picked up White Forest. My buddy had White Forest, and we were playing it for a little bit. And, like, we kind of thought, like, the deck was a synchro deck back in the day, but, like, maybe it was being played wrong in the earlier variations of it. And maybe you were just supposed to, like, play it differently. But anyway, we're going to see the sequence shuffle back here. He's pretty much gave me all the draws he can give me, essentially, the 4 draws. And we're going to see Egmont come back, bring back out the Desiree. Desiree equips, like, Desiree can't be targeted, Diabell. And he's going to set that set the Azamina trap card that he searched. So, like, in the hindsight of, like, this match, like, I thought I knew. I was like, oh, well, maybe I thought that I knew. And I definitely could have done this differently. I could have probably maybe baited out the Desiree with the Poseidra here instead. So, like, in the hindsight of the matches, I was saying, I thought I knew where the Azamina was set. So, after watching, you know, editing and everything, like, I see that he didn't set. I thought he set the Azamina off of the Diabelle, but he didn't, which is good. So, it means, like, I had a 50-50 shot of which card to bounce, and I'm horrible at math and an awful shot. So, I think I go for the D barrier, because that's going to force the D barrier. So, essentially, I would really have liked to have hit the Diabelle. D barrier doesn't hurt too bad. D barrier in this situation would have been, like, pretty decent. But he's going to chain there. He's going to activate the... I think he actually... Hold up. I think he did it wrong here. So, essentially what he's supposed to do, he's supposed to go D barrier, chain the Diabelle. But in the, like, right here, it looks like he went Diabelle, chain, and then, like, it sends for cost. So, like, Dimension Ray would already be up. It doesn't matter. He calls XYZ. And that's not too bad here. Now, he has this Azamina spell trap card right here that lets you, like, compulse, I believe, up to, like, the different, like, spellcaster illusion type of things. And this card's always treated as a white forest card, too. So this card's actually kind of wild that it's, like, searchable. So, now I'm just thinking, I think I have a follow-up summon of normal summon of Prince. And this is just one of the crazy thing about Prince is, like, it's an insane card, but it's not on normal summon. But we normal summon the Prince, and then, like, they have the opportunity to respond. We've baited pretty much everything but this trap. It bounces it back. Not much more I can do there. I had Ash in hand. I drew double Ash to don't Imperm, but yep, we just wrap it up and go on into that all-important game number 3. So going into game number 3 here, you know, Mermail is like very... I don't want to say it's like dice roll because some people are going to be like, oh, it can only go first, but like Poseidra, dude, like the Prince sending for cost like infantry. Like the deck has a lot of utility going second. He's going to fire off the Mulchummy, which would be pretty crazy, but I just fire Ash here to check it real quick because otherwise I'd have to go like a Mullen line, and then like you go into Mullen then like can like pretty much draw, like you get 2 free summons with Mullen because you rip 2 cards, but we're going to go Dragoon's Effect. And this is where I think I was hyper fixated on the playing through Droll. So I go here, effect of this to go ahead and summon out the Pike, and then I can go Pike effect to go ahead and send another a Mermail. And I think I actually do a misplay here. I think I mess up by not adding the Dragoons. I think since I don't add Dragoons, I totally goof. Here, as you can see, like, I needed to get to Dragoons into the graveyard, and I think that's where I messed up here. So we look at his hand, we're going to go ahead and rip Nib here, and he just shows the hand. I told him, like, hang out because, like, I might be, like, I'm noticing that I don't have access to Dragoons, so, like, I might not be able to, like, hand loop you, actually, because I'm not going to get access to Mullen Glacia. So we go ahead and I pitch the summon out Coelacanth with the Spirit, summon out as many as I can, which I think we're just trying to get to detach, summon out Toad. I don't know if this was correct. Maybe it was the correct line to go for the Synchro 7. Oh, no. So, like, because he has 3 cards in hand. Yeah, so I think the correct line was go for the Synchro 7 Reborn out, make Toad overlay. I'm just confused. So I'm definitely Nib's banished. He's just leaving it there. I go effect of this to Reborn back out. Minstrel. Yeah, I think I go for Minstrel just in hopes to get access to the Dragoon. Or no, do I not go? Do I go for the Gluttonous? No, I should definitely not go for Gluttonous because he has... oh, no, yeah. So I go for Gluttonous to bring back because he has 3 cards. Then I can go for Minstrel here. Okay. So Minstrel, I get to mill 3. So the top 3 cards, and I hit Dragoons right there. That's a sweet... And Infantry, too. Infantry will trigger, but there's no target. Dragoons will now trigger, and now we're just kind of off to the races here. Minstrel puts back a card to the bottom of the deck. Dragoons trigger. Dragoon, I'm going to go ahead and search for... I think we go for Prince. Do we go for Prince? I think Prince is what we're going for. Yep, we go for the Prince. We go ahead and link here into... Oh, huge misplay. Couldn't have done that. 2 Synchros, 2 Tuners on the field. What was I thinking? Yep, okay. Well, that's a huge misplay there. Should have just linked up into that, and then I could have synced. So my inboard would have been not double Toad. Yep. Huge misplay. And see, even my boy's even looking at it, reading... Oh, man, that's a huge misplay. Because Gluttonous and, yeah, Diva are both, or the Minstrel are both new tuners. So, like, it shouldn't be double Toad. It should be the Link 3 Toad and a, Synchro 10, whether it be Chi-Shao or something. That's what it should be. Oh, that's awful. Horrible misplay. But sometimes it happens. Many get caught up in the moment. but glad we're able to catch it. So yeah, that's it for the duel, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Stay safe, stay healthy.